Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and we are up again with more from KSCRAFT. Yes we are. So let's get stuck in, and today we're using these thread bobbins. So that's what they're meant to be. We're going to make a little concertina book, and I'm also using the little mini icons which actually fit right onto these little bobbins. Right, let's move those out of the way, and I will show you my organisational bits. Yeah. Right, so that's the top of your bobbin with the hole in, and on the plate you get to cut out 6, and I have done exactly that. So these are pink on one side and that lovely rose coloured paper on the other. And what gave me the idea for today, I'm going to get in close, you see all the emboss lines, we're going to be making use of those. Right, so all you have to do is line up your bits, making sure that your top has got the holes in. And I have cut 3 pieces of ribbon, because as you can see I've got 3 pieces of tape on there. So this is just the pale pink silk ribbon from AliExpress, really cheap, like I don't know, I think it was 25 cents a roll when I bought it. It might be 35 or 40 by now, but it does last a long time. Right, in the icon set you get a little set of banners. So I've cut 2. I'm trying to get some clarity on this camera, and I've done it in a vanilla creamy and a scrap of that rose paper. Oh, that's a bit better. So I'm just going to place those there, and I'll cut the onesie that comes with it. Look at that. Oh, isn't that sweet? Yeah, those little vintage bears, bless them. So I cut the onesie, I cut the baby out. You can have baby girl or baby boy, so you do get 2 others of these with the girl and boy on, but I decided just to have baby. So I've done that one. I've done a little sugar gummy bear and just a little piece of black cardstock on the back to cover the eyes and the nose, or shall I say the eyes and the mouth. And we've got a little duck. I think this is gorgeous, look at that. Isn't that the sweetest thing? And exactly the same thing on the reverse there, just a scrap of black cardstock glued on to create the eye. And I've also made the little milk bottle, and then just used a little bit of alcohol ink pen and did it in a slight pale blue so it was different to the white of the body. So there's our little milk bottle, and then this is gorgeous, look at this. Tiny little rattle. Oh, I love that. So we've got a little rattle, and we've also got people call them a pacifier, I'll call them a num num. Oh yeah, I'm dropping my num num. There it is. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, that is just so cute. Right, so that is what we've got, and we're gonna make it. So I've got 3 pieces of tape, as you can see. I've gone to the top hole, the centre hole and the bottom hole, and now I'm gonna find kind of like roughly where I've got some tails hanging over the end, and I'm going to take the first one off, and I'm going to talk to you about those lines that are embossed into it. If I can get my tape off here. Right, I'm going to go about there. Now use your line for your straight edge, so that you know you got it on nice and straight. So we've just gone straight across there on that line. That's all you got to do. And now I prefer to work 1 piece at a time when I'm doing things like this, because if I take all the tape off, yeah, you can imagine, can't you? So we're leaving just a tiny little gap, and then using that line again. Oh, let me get that straight. I'll be there in a second. And I've gone across there, and then we'll do another one, and then I'll run off and finish that first line, and then we'll come back and do the second. So you've got that slight gap again and utilising that line and give it a rub. Right, I'm going to do exactly the same with those three, and I do apologise if I'm blurred, and I will come right back. Right, so there we have our first row, and then you're going to do your second row, which is on your centre one. And once again, you want some overhang of your ribbon and just utilise that score line to get your straight edge. And I'm going to do this one, and then I'll vanish and finish this, and I'll also complete the third row and come straight back. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. Okay, so that's the first, second and third line done, and we've got ribbon hanging off all ends. It's even longer on that end for some reason. I don't know why. And now all we need to do is trim the top and the bottom ribbons on both ends. So you want to leave your middle one, so tuck that one out of the way so that you know, you don't do stuff like I do and end up cutting it off. So I'm just holding that with my finger while I go along here. Now I have to tell you that I've got a little bit of gunk on my scissors, and that's never a good idea when you're handling ribbon. So I'm going to go make sure that's straight. I'm going to go along here again. Nope, that's a little bit too long, so I need to trim a little bit off. Right, so that what you end up with then is two flats and one in the middle, and you're going to take your glue, and it's not necessarily that you're gluing your ribbon down, it's just that you're applying just a tiny little line to stop it from fraying. And then what I do is I'll wipe that with my finger. Just wipe it off and smooth it down. So it's not that you're sticking it down, you just don't want your ribbon to fray. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the other end, and I will be back. Okay, so that's dry and done, and then all you got to do is flip it over and fold, and then back fold and fold, and you've got your front ribbons there. And if you line them all up, you've got your little hinges there that hold it together. You would fasten that piece there to your baby album or a card, so that you've got your ribbon that holds this, and then when they untie it, the whole thing will fold out like that, and this bit would be attached, if you know what I mean. So now that we've got that, let's fold that again, because we've got gorgeous little icons to decorate with. So I'm thinking that I want to have a little bit of banner going on here. I might need to drop my camera, hang on a second. Let's... Ooh, that's close, isn't it? Yeah. That's better. Now you can see all the little bits. Right, so I am going to get some glue. Got my glue bottle here, and I'm going to trim that piece off there. Get rid of that. Now you can of course use foam, and I might pop a couple of things up on foam, but for now I'm just going to stick my banner on. So I just want to swag it. Yeah, I'm going to have it like coming down like that, so I'm going to cut that one off there. I was just making sure that I'd taken my camera off pause, because that's one of those things that sometimes I actually forget to do. I've actually made videos in the past where all I've done is talk to myself. Right, and we've also got the little baby icon, which I think I'm going to pop up on a little bit of foam. So I've got my Dollar Tree foam here. I'm just going to cut a little piece. But this is such a sweet thing to add onto a page. And if you wanted to put little embroidery threads and things, you know, on the edges of those spare holes, you could certainly do that. I want this to be in the middle, so, and I want to go underneath that hole, and I will get it straight in a second. Yeah, that's it. So now I've got baby on there. I've got a couple of little swags. It's really sweet. Oh, and I found this. I might add this onto my ribbon. Tiny little plastic heart. I think that one's from AliExpress as well. And then I'm trying to think what I want on the front. And I think I'm going to have my little duck. And I think I'm going to put that up on foam, because it's just the sweetest little duck you ever did see. So I'm going to pop him on foam. And then, of course, because the other things are pages, I'm going to glue my other stuff in flat. So I've got my little ducky and I've got my baby. Now, on other pages, you know, you can add your photographs. Oh, I do love that onesie. That onesie is just absolutely adorable. I'm just going to go glue down the centre with that one and pop it there. So I've got my little onesie. And then I would say that one would be for a photo. And then I'm going to go, let's have a look at what I'm doing. Yeah. I get confused. So that would be a photo page. That's an embellishment page. That would be an embellishment page. Yeah, you just got to keep them in order as you go along. And I think onto there I'm going to put my little baby bottle. You could keep this in your pocketbook as well, couldn't you? Or your bag. So you can share your teeny weeny photos of your baby with your co-workers or something. So we've got onesie, we've got bottle. Spread that out again. I'm going to go for my rattle and my num num, because I just think it's absolutely adorable. I can't even pick this up, so I'm going to use my pickup tool. I'm off on the side of my desk here. There we go. So I'm going to pop those two things there. I'm going to pop a little bit of glue on the star. Teeny tiny on the handle. And pop that on. And I'm going to try and pick that up again. And then I think I'm going to put the gummy bear on the back. Yeah. So some glue onto there. I'm going to flap that up. And I'm going to put my little gummy bear here. Right in the middle. Now, because that's sitting on ribbon, it's going to take a couple of seconds to dry. So I'll do that and I'll come right back. Right, so that's all dry. And if I flip that over now, I used a little tiny jump ring just to put that little heart onto there. So you've got a little dangle. So how close we can go, that's it. But isn't that the sweetest thing? Oh, and you could put another one through there if you wanted to, a key ring, and you could hang it on your keychain. So let's open it out. So you got your onesie, room for a photo. You got your bottle and room for a photo, and you got your rattle and room for a photo. And that is what I've got for you today, and I really enjoyed that. So I do hope, as always, that you have an absolutely awesome day. Give that a little tap, and as usual, all links below. Bye.